Choose a healthy and intelligent wife that you can love and cherish for the length of your life and further. Also, we ask you to remember that beauty is only skin deep. 2. Provide an above poverty-stricken environment by working hard to see that your family has nothing but the best. 3. Acquire a good academic or vocational education. 4. Utilize your talents to support your family. 5. Know how to prepare and fix things around the house. 6. Know how to drive everything on wheels. 7. Protect and guard your family at all times. 8. Be well informed in order to keep your family abreast of current events that will affect their lives. 9. Know survival tactics. What to do in a case of emergencies in order to protect your family. 10. Know how to take care of a house, to cook and provide for children in the event that your wife becomes ill or dies. 11. Set an example in being a role model for your children. 12. Be loyal to your family and discipline yourself in order to keep a respectful relationship. 13. To maintain honesty and integrity. 14. Do not endanger your family by violating the laws of the country or the city and state in which they live. 15. Control your emotions and be strong under pressure and always keep your promises. Be a father example of your sons. Be a father for your daughters. Be a husband to your wife. Set an overall good example for your family, as well as being upright and noble member for our race and genealogy. First, I would like to take the time to share that this reading is merely an echo of the teachings of BABAH YAANANAN. If there is anything within this reading that you find offensive, please don't be upset at the messenger. These facts are being brought to you to the forefront for you to listen, think about, digest, and apply to yourselves as you see fit. As it states in Patarak, the Nuwaubian man, the Nuwaubian man welcomes the teacher of truth. The Nuwaubian man represents truth. He acknowledges his own ignorance and does not let ego or pride rule him. The Nuwaubian man keeps his head up high, chest out, proud to be of the divine race of Africans. He is a symbol of God in the flesh. He is always on his square and centered. His reckoning embraces both success and failure with chin up. And with that, I will that you all appreciate these words put together from various sources of the over 1,000 books that has been written by the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Zadok Kumirayok. Taukum. It is most important that we teach the Nubian, Nuwaubian, Sabaean boys who they are, what they are, where they came from, their culture. In doing so, we help produce a better stock of Nubian males in the future so that they will be better qualified to wed, protect, guard, and assist the Nubian, Nuwaubian, Sabaean female in her responsibility as governor and sacred record keeper for the next 24,000 years. These are the natural laws which state that the male of each species, tribe, or family has a right to raise our sons and the best men we choose, as long as it does not conflict with the natural rights of others. Thereby, a Nubian or Nuwaubian male who wants his own seed to survive must teach that seed self-worth, self-value, and love of self and kind by dedicating our own lives to transferring this liberation information to his offspring. Now, though we acknowledge that females were here on earth first, we also acknowledge, as our great ancient African ancestors, that it's not about female ruling male or male ruling female, but instead about each of us working together for the great future which we all want for our children. We can't allow ourselves to get caught up in the male and female chauvinism agendas of other people, because at the end of the day, we end up as a race disgraced, humiliated, and the laughingstock of those who use us to further their own agenda. The original mentality of the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine revolves around love of self and kind, dress, food, architecture, music, etc., wherein you are more than content with your own. You also took active pride in your own. This original mentality made you a doer instead of a taker, a maker instead of a user, and a manufacturer instead of a consumer. We have a responsibility as mothers and fathers of this entire planet. It is important that we come together and start thinking with our goddess and God mind. For too long, we have allowed others to define what we should and shouldn't be as far as our relationships are concerned. That there is now so much conflict and disgust between both genders of our genealogy, which leads us to destructing and not respecting each other, bringing about a lot of senseless fussing and fighting. Thereby, the Nuwaubian male, sacred masculine, must lead the way to safety, peace, and tranquility within our race by way of helping us, sacred feminine, to instill the proper qualities and values into the minds, hearts, and souls of our families, based on the original ancient African principles called in our language Wu-Nuwaubi and Wu-Sabat. The God or goddess mind is a liberated mind, liberated from self-hate and all love of other peoples, religions, dress codes, music, foods, but wants and desires of other races, and as a result, nature itself chooses to utilize the God or goddess-minded person as a tool to aid in the liberation of other members of our race. This type of mind walks, talks, eats, dresses, sleeps, and desires all things in accordance to the ways of our guardian ancestors, the Natiru, Nataru, Ogdoids, Enneads. And as such, they are able to speak to any race, any person or teacher of any belief system, opinion, or religious system using quiet, dignity, and grace as their approach, which enables them to respect all others without compromising the integrity of our race, rights, precepts, and culture. The master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, has said many times, you don't learn the doctrine learns you and uses you as it sees fit, providing you with the answer to questions which you never knew before. I'm sure some of us can attest to that. I can personally attest to that. Also know that the God or goddess state of mind knows that gods don't have to say they are gods, and said gods do godly things, and others say, behold, that's God. Sacred feminine as well as sacred masculine both have a responsibility to the development of our families and race. Yet today, in honor of Father's Day, this reading is dedicated to the masculine. So I will share the responsibilities of a Nubian Nuwaubian man to his family, given to us by way of the Family Guide, written by Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, who we affectionately call today BABAH. 1. Choose a healthy and intelligent wife that you can love and cherish for the length of your life and further. Also, we ask you to remember that beauty is only skin deep. 2. Provide an above poverty-stricken environment by working hard to see that your family has nothing but the best. 3. Acquire a good academic or vocational education. 4. Utilize your talents to support your family. 5. Know how to prepare and fix things around the house. 6. Know how to drive everything on wheels. 7. Protect and guard your family at all times. 8. Be well informed in order to keep your family abreast of current events that will affect their lives. 9. Know survival tactics, what to do in the case of emergencies in order to protect your family. 10. Know how to take care of a house, to cook and provide for children in the event that your wife becomes ill or dies. 11. Set an example in being a role model for your children. 12. Be loyal to your family and discipline yourself in order to keep a respectful relationship. 13. To maintain honesty and integrity. 14. Do not endanger your family by violating the laws of the country or the city and state in which they live. 15. Control your emotions and be strong under pressure and always keep your promises. Be a father example of your sons. Be a father for your daughters. Be a husband to your wife. Set an overall good example for your family, as well as being upright and noble member for our race and genealogy. On behalf of all sisters, I speak this genuinely from the heart and soul. And I allow the voices of my sisters and foremothers to speak through me at this time because we speak as one. As Baba YAANANAN has taught us that she is meant to be a we. So I allow these words to speak to you, our sacred masculine, on behalf of all sacred femina. To our sacred masculine, our fathers, our brothers, our sons, our husbands, we ask you to be what we created you to be, a protector. But we ask that you not just protect our bodies, but our minds, our souls, and future, the children. At the same time, we ask that if you know deep down in your heart and mind that you don't want or are not ready for a goddess to work with, to teach, etc., then please don't defile us mentally, physically, and emotionally. We have been separated, and we must come back together again. Respect one another. Love one another. You matter. We need you. Don't listen to those negative voices that say that we don't. That is spoken out of pain, foolish pride, and ego. Just because we can survive does not mean that that is goals. We have both lost our way, yet we can find our way by living the way, Patarak, sent down to us all from our ancient ancestors, by way of a model example of a true God in flesh, whom we affectionately call Baba YAANANAN. Many of us may not say it or show it enough, but we love you all, and we appreciate you all. We may fuss at you from time to time, but that's just the mother in us. Yet we see your work, in which the work you all have done in this tribe is undeniable. May we assist one another on this journey and our transformation back to our God state. And with that, I close with a verse from the Songs of Yemen. Let us Nawapians of Wu-Nawap rejoice. What is a sacred masculine? He is a son as a boy. He is a shakak, brother, as a ayash, male. He is a hamat, husband, as a guy. He is a mudad, father, as a man. He is a masculine, as a god. 4. He is no stranger to hard work and labor. He is no stranger to the skills and trade. He is no stranger to masak, music, for he plays the drums. Ranoi, sings, and rakus, dances. 5. He always is the best in the best of physical nahad, health. He always is in the best of mental health. He exercises to keep his outer body, khatat, in shapely form. He eats moderately to keep his body shapely, healthy. 7. He is always bathed, rasula, washed, and naduf, clean, from forehead to each fingertip and toenail. Wabar, woolly hair, well cut, neat, properly shaved, and shaped up on his facial hair and head hair. He is always fresh, and his khatat's body scent and odor is a delight internally and externally. He is always dressed neatly, tidy, well proportioned. 8. He is respectful, respected, polite, never violent, loud or obnoxious, annoying, displeasing, offensive. He never strikes a Asha, female. He never disrespects a Asha, female. He always provides for his Yasar family. He does not desert his Nuwapi and Haradu children. He supports them if they live by way of Patarag. He does not go from Zazaztat's woman to Zazaztat's woman, sexually use or abuse her. He will not disrespect his children's Mudatat's mother. He is the Sayan or protector of the family, the Razakpor, provider. 9. The masculine keeps the secret patrol. Manliness will never tolerate physical abuse nor mental abuse. He protects his family and his house. Respects Vanastasu, feminine, only if she respects him and can have more than one legal Hamatat wife, as long as they all agree, and he is able to support them and treat them all equal. Always live by Pasarat, the way, himself remembering always he is given the Sayan, divine DNA, to pass on to his offspring. Rejoice in the sacred masculine.